Hi, this is Billy Core from Carolina Circle City and the 90s Packard Bell Fan Club. It's Thursday, January 19th of 2012, and I thought I'd do a few videos now showing some of my newer computers in my collection. Let me turn my TV off here. And because all you guys usually get to see are the older computers, such as the Packard Bells. And so a lot of you may be thinking, that's all I have, that's all I use, but you're wrong. I actually have quite a few newer computers in my collection, and this one right here is one such example. Now, before I proceed, I just want to let you guys know that I now have comment moderation enabled on all of my videos. I've been having a problem with trolls lately, and it's gotten out of hand, so I just needed to enable it. I'm sorry I had to do this, but there are some people out there, for no apparent reason, just had to ruin everything for you guys. So, and with that said, if you have something nice to say, go ahead and say it. If you don't like my videos, just don't say anything at all. I greatly appreciate that. But anyway, I digress. Here is a computer that you probably don't recognize, but on the contrary, it's actually one you've seen before. For Christmas this past year, I got a new motherboard, a new processor, a new video card, and new RAM for my custom built out my office computer, which I think I know it was another Asus board. I forget the exact model number, but it now has an AMD something. I forget the exact name. Well, I got the box over here, but it has an AMD Athlon 2, and it also has a new NVIDIA 1GB graphics card and 8 GB of RAM. Now, I still got the original hard drives in there and the original case, all that stuff. I was able to save money by doing that. But what did I do with the old motherboard, processor, and memory, you might be asking? Well, a couple of days after Christmas, I went by the Intrex Computers, a computer store here in Greensboro, and I bought two things: a computer case for $30 and $20, I think it was. A computer case for $20 and a DVD RW drive. And here it is right here. Now, this isn't the fanciest computer case on the market. In fact, it's one of the cheapest, but it works for what I need. And I put everything out here in my bedroom. And see, it has two USB ports on the front, a reset button, a hard drive light, which doesn't work right now because I plugged it into the wrong port. I neglected to take care of that, which I need to do. And a place for an eSATA port, which this motherboard does not support, but it's there anyway. So let's turn this around and take a look inside. Okay, here's what we got going inside of here. Yes, I know I should be routing my cables better, but I just need to get some rubber bands or something, and so please don't remind me of that. Alright, inside here we got an Intel Core 2 Duo processor running at 2.something gigahertz. I forget exactly, but we'll find out when we boot it up in a little bit. And this, by the way, is an Asus P5N7A VM motherboard that I bought new back in 2008. We got a PCI Express, the PCI ports there. This here is even though there's onboard networking on here. It has I put this Ethernet card in here anyway because I've been having a weird problem with this computer for some reason. Whenever I plug this, now this only happens in my bedroom. This did not happen when I had it in my office. Whenever I plug this up through Ethernet, it does not. I have very, very, very slow upload speeds. I mean, I'll be downloading something off the internet, and about 3 seconds into the download will just freeze right where it is and not move any further. And I've done all I could. I couldn't figure out what the problem was, so having to do the next best thing. And this card didn't work either. Not the onboard, not the Ethernet card here. So my only solution right now is to use this old Netgear USB adapter, which I have Windows 7 running on here. This does not support Windows 7 at all, but by some miracle I got it to work. Okay, there's 3 gigabytes of memory in there. The DVD RW drive, and here is the hard drive. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to get a new hard drive for this computer. As many of you may know, there was a flood in Taiwan a few months ago, and somehow that sent hard drive prices skyrocketing, and they're very expensive right now. So what I had to do with this, I just had to throw in an old Seagate 160 gigabyte hard drive, which is only IDE, but hey, it works. That's all that matters. Okay, let's. What else is there? Maybe while I got this open, I can work on that hard drive LED. But anyway, let's turn it around. Ooh. There's the power supply. I forgot to mention it's not the fanciest power supply in the world. It's a 350 watt, but it gets the job done. Oh, and by the way, it's a micro ATX motherboard. Okay, we got 2 USB ports, a PS2 legacy port. Let's see, I think an Apple Macintosh monitor port, a HDMI, a digital audio out, DVI, VGA, eSATA, then we got more USB ports down here. I think some of these might be... No, never mind. The Ethernet port there, which isn't doing me much good right now, and audio. And there's the fan right there. Like I said, this isn't the fanciest computer in the world, but I just use this in my bedroom. I don't do anything powerful on here very much, so it gets the job done. So let's fire it up, shall we? Alright, everything's hooked back up, and by the way, under here we have the Packard Bell Legend 814 CD, which is running right now, Windows 95, and it's being a good one. And also, it's worth mentioning, just for the heck of it, this table right here I got for Christmas way back in 1993 when I was 4 years old, and I have to admit, it had some chairs with it too. One of them broke a few years ago, but I have to admit, for a table that's 18 years old and in this condition, it's held up quite nicely. And by the way, it did come from Carolina Circle Mall, so it just makes it that much better. Anyway, let's turn it on. Ooh, the hard drive light works now. I must have got it right. Okay, let's go into system setup. And yes, I know this isn't the nicest monitor in the world, but this is all I had, and like I said, it works. That's all that matters. Okay, we got American Megatrends BIOS. Clock is set right. Like I said, the only SATA drive in it right now is the DVD-RW drive. Let's see, let's go down to system information. I might be able to update the BIOS sometime, I don't know. Because the BIOS build date was October 14th of 2008. And here's the processor. It is an Intel Core 2 Duo E7300, clocked at 2.66 gigahertz. And installed memory is 3 gigabytes. And this board can support up to 16 gigabytes. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. CPU configuration. Intel speed step technology is disabled. Just for the heck of it, let's see what will happen when we enable it. I never did notice that before, and I've had this for 3 years now. And it has ASUS ExpressGate, which is an interesting little program. What it will do is, it's an operating system that runs right off of the motherboard itself. So when you first start the computer up, you can just automatically access your email, your calendar, your Word documents, and that kind of stuff, which I think is kind of, for me at least, it's kind of pointless, so I have it disabled. Let's go ahead and save the changes and let it boot up. Camera's not wanting to focus here. Alright, and this is Windows 7 Home Premium 32-bit. Okay, the camera's not wanting to focus. Very glad to get that hard drive light working now. Okay, here's the desktop. And apparently I plugged everything back up where everything should be. And of course, with it being Windows 7, I got a few gadgets up here. I just got a neon clock, a power monitor, and a temperature gauge. Close out of that. Okay, let's go under System Properties. Okay, we got Windows 7 Home Premium Service Pack 1, 3 gigabytes of installed memory, and again it's Intel Core 2 Duo at 2.66 gigahertz. Let's go under Windows Experience Index. We got a 4.1, and not surprisingly the graphics was the lowest, and it's an onboard NVIDIA graphics, and for it being on board, it does one heck of a good job in my opinion. It's only 256 megabytes, but it works for what I need. Okay, here's all this good stuff. Okay, let's Go to Device Manager. Okay, Seagate hard drive. Display is an NVIDIA GeForce 9300. Like I said, for being on board, it's really not that bad. And my Logitech webcam up there I use for Skype. Just a generic monitor, which, like I said, it works. That's all that matters. Okay, network adapters. Here's where I'm having the problems. Both Ethernet cards are just not wanting to cooperate in my bedroom for some reason. It worked out in the office, but not in here for some reason. So I'm having to use this Netgear wireless USB adapter, which says cannot run on Windows 7, but through compatibility mode I got it to work. For one thing, I bought it way back in 2004, so it's had some history with it. Processor again, and it's a Realtek high definition audio, which I've never been too big a fan of Realtek, but that's all I can use right now. All that weird stuff there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, we got all the stuff down here on the start menu. And of course I use good old Mozilla Firefox. And this is version 9.0.1, which is the most recent. Good YouTube. Like I said, for only being an 11 megabit USB card, it's quite fast on the internet. Very good website, by the way, Retro Junk. Don't post there as much as I used to, though, but still fun to look at. Let's see what else we got on here. Might as well show off the speakers. I'm using these old Boston Acoustics speakers. It has a subwoofer, so it's really not quite bad. Let's see here. Let's pull up the soundtrack from the computer game The Incredible Machine. I have a lot of good memories of this game, which is a Windows 95 game, so it has to be played on here, but the soundtrack can be put on just about anything. Let's play Tuna Loaf, based off of Meatloaf, of course. Very good speakers, in my opinion. So anyway, I guess that'll just about do it. I might do a video of the upgrades on my office computer tomorrow. I'll see if I can get this edited. And for now, this is Billy Core signing off.